upstairs. I thought we were going to be downstairs, but we're not. Yeah. I guess they got done with their thing because the tables were still here, but they were done. So that worked out.
would take August. Oh, rode my bike 48 miles.
Ooh, that is a lot of miles.
Saturday was good. We started at 7. Something Greenwood's about 800.
Whenever you're ready, we're gonna start by
And
moving
you know
the
what?
feet.
Cycling, we kind of cycling is on its way down because of damn pickleball. The adults that cycle are switched to
Pickleball.
I think-
That is sad. That's sad. But pickleball has been around. Pickleball's been around for a while though, hasn't it? Like in other countries and stuff. I thought so. I was watching some Asian people doing it the other day. I was like, goodness gracious. It really is. It's just like,
doing this.
we're doing this. This is what we're doing today. We're doing walking and lifting. We're going back to the 80s. And 1 and 2 and chocolate. Oh. And then stepping out into triangle, I'm just gonna slide back and forth. Try to move more from your waist and not from your shoulders. So you're sliding from your waist, getting pulled out. Slide from the waist, pop that hip out. Imagine somebody dragging your hands. And then we're going to bend our knees. And then we're just going to cross our hands to the other side. And then dropping our hands down, gonna walk side to side. And then bringing our hands into the center, walking out just a little bit so your hands are flat. And then you're just gonna roll up and back. Roll up and back. And then just slowly coming up, doing a bigger 8. And then slowly bringing your feet together, gently rolling up into mountain pose. Bringing our feet up, we're going to bring our hands up over our head, bring our palms together, and we're just going to do crescent. We're going to just hold for 10 seconds. Come back up. Go to the other side, hold for 10 seconds. Come back up. Then we're going to just twist to the left, looking over our shoulder. Come back to the center, twist to the right, hold. Back to the center, bring our hands down for our chest. We're going to just slide our hands over to the right, and we're going to bring our head down to the left. Come back up, slide our hands to the left. Drop our head the other direction. Come back to center, look down, and then come up and look back. Back to the center. We're going to do that again. Back to the center. Back to the center. Twist. Back to the center. Twist. Back to the center. Bringing hands down to the right and then the head down. To the left, head down. To the center, chin down. And then head back. Bringing our hands down. Once again, we're going to just rotate our head all the way around. Try to press into your palms. Try to get those fingers together. And then rotate the other way. And then relax down. Okay, we're going to switch to one side. Bring that toe up. Some of us, that might be right here. If you can, you're going to go all the way up. Bring your arms out if you need to. If that feels comfortable, you can come all the way up. Make sure your foot is flexed. Don't be afraid to grab the chair if you need the chair. Just hold. And relax down. We're going to go to the other side. Slowly pick it up. Get to where it feels comfortable. Flex your toe. Bring your hands out to the side. And then if you can, bring them. And relax down. Now we're going to go out to the side. Bring your foot out to the side. If you can hold it if you need to. Keep it to the side. The other hand out, and then bring it up front and focus on your finger. Try to get this foot out to the side. And relax. On the other side, bring your foot out to the side. Grab that by your foot. Bring your hand out. And if you can, you can bring it forward. And relax. Now to the back, lifting that foot up, flexing that toe. If you can, bring those hands forward and point. And relax. Okay, we're going to do the other side. Bring that foot up, flex that toe. Bring those hands forward. And relax. All right, we're going to do that again. This time we're using our hand, bending our knee, grabbing our toe, and we're just going to lift up and push out. So you bend this knee and then pick up this foot, wrap your hand around it so you're bending the knee. Yep, just like that. Don't worry about flexing it out. Just get that knee bent. And relax. Okay. Once again, bending the knee, lifting that foot up, and press out. And relax. Now to the side, grabbing that foot, bringing that hand out, and if you can, you're going to push into the foot, going out to the side, looking up at your hand. Woo. And relax. All right. Keep your foot ready. Grab your foot, bring your hand up, and then if you can, push out. Be careful. And relax. Good job. That's a hard one. Okay. So now we're going to the back. Grab that foot. Bend that knee if you need to. And then push back into. And relax. All right. Switch into the other side. Be careful. And relax. All right. Last time, you're going to do both hands. Grab that foot, both hands, and then push out. Try to make sure your shoulders stay bent a little so that you're not overextending. But you should feel nice, good in the shoulder blades. And relax. And switch to the other side when ready. And relax. All right. Now we're going to just jump into some triangle now. Give ourselves a little break. All right. Going into triangle, we're just going to arch to one side, look up at our hand. Make sure our hand is face out towards the wall. You're going to just slowly slide down and then bring that toe out to a 45-degree angle away from you so that you can go further down. Then bring that hand down to a fold. Come up into warrior one. Go into warrior two, making sure your knees are nice and bent, looking over your shoulder. And then coming back up into triangle, bringing that foot in. And we're going to go down and flat back. Make sure your knees are bent, that your weight is in the center of your feet. They're not on your toes, they're not on your heels, but in the center. Right, your hands are parallel, they're not too far back. Then drop your hands down to the center. Walk over to the left. Then bend that knee. Go into nice, good side lunge. Come back up. Walk to the right. Bend that knee. Straightening that knee up, coming back into the center, bending both knees. We're coming up into our top, bringing our hands up into and then slowly coming all the way up, bringing our hands up behind us, salute the sun. And relaxing back into triangle. We're going to drop our hand to the other side, making sure our palms out to the wall. Turn that foot away from us. 45-degree angle so we can go deeper. Bring that hand down. Go into warrior one. And then warrior two. And relax back into triangle. And bringing our legs back together. We're going to do some more standing poses. So relaxing up, we're going to do straight out. Once again, bringing our arms up over our head. Relax down. When you're ready, bring up the left side toe. Bring your hands up. Relax down. Now we're going to go to the back. Lift that leg up. Flex that toe. Bring those hands forward if you can. And relax down. All right, switching to the other side. Go to where you feel comfortable. Focus. And relax down. And now we're going to go into tree pose. Bringing our arms out, sliding our foot to the side. You're going to slowly bring it to where it feels comfortable. Remember your knee needs to be out. And then bring your hands up over your head if you want to. Breathing in and out. And coming down. Going to the other side. Bringing that toe out. Getting yourself situated and bringing your arms up. And relax down. Stepping to the end of your mat. We're going to go into Egyptian pose. Bringing your arms up. Bringing your knees down. And you're just going to roll up onto your toes. And just relax into that pose. If you're just starting out, stay here. Flat foot. Like you're sitting in a chair. Hands are next to your ears. And then going into flat back, straighten your knees. And then drop your hands down to your toes, if you can. And then you're just going to walk over to the right and fold. Walk over to the left and hold. And then come back into the center, walking out to where your hands are flat onto the mat. And then you're going to just bend down into a tuck. And then slowly roll up, nice and gently. Slowly roll up and relax. All right, bringing our hands back up. We're going to look up over our mat. We're going to go down into flat back, bringing our hands behind us, bending our knees, lifting our chin up as though we're going in to dive into the mat. Hold that for a few seconds. Then we're going to bring our arms up in front of us and out and go into downward dog, walking out so that you're a little bit before push-up. And then bring those feet, try to get those feet on the ground. We're going to be here for a few minutes, so if you need to, just walk your feet. That feels more comfortable. Try to push into your feet, try to push into your shoulders. Nice and gentle. And then you're going to just lift up your right leg. And you're going to bring your knee to your chest.
And then you're going to just kick out away from you and try to flex that toe or point that toe, whichever one you need that day. If you've been standing all day, point. If you've been sitting all day, flex. And relax down. Pushing back into both feet. You're going to lift up that left leg. Bend that knee towards your chest. And then kick out. And relax down. Coming on to your knees, you're going into table, so your hands should be underneath your shoulder blades, your shoulders, your hips should have your knees underneath, and you should be able to roll the bowling ball between you. And then we're going to just switch our weight over to our left side and lift up our right leg and flex. Relax down. Switch over to our left leg. Flex. Come back down. Lift up our left arm. Try to get it next to your ear. Relax down. And then lift up your right arm. And relax down. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift your left arm with your right foot. And relax down. And then you're going to lift your left leg with your right hand. And relax down. Bring your knees back down. We're just going to do some cat and cow, and we're going to do about 5 of them, and then go into child pose. So cat pose, you're going to raise your stomach up, tuck in everything, push into your shoulder blades, hold for a few breaths, and then on the exhale, bring that stomach down, pop those hips out, and then sink into the shoulder blade, pushing that shoulder blade in. Bring it up into cat. Down into cow. Up into cat. Down into cow. Up into cat. Down into cow. Last time, up into cat. Down into cow. And then we're going to slowly walk down into child pose, which is where we put our butt to our heels if we can. And then we're going to relax our head in between our hands onto the floor. And we're just going to sit here for a few seconds, letting our mind clear, breathing in and out. And just any thoughts that come into your head, you just let them go into the mat. And just clear your brain. Focusing on your breath. Any tension that you have, let it release. And then when you're ready, we're just going to walk over to our right, their hands, and do a nice stretch and turn your head to the right and just stretch your neck. Walking over to the left, and then relax your head to the left and stretch that neck. And then coming back into the center, relaxing again, allowing your body to rest. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly roll up nice and gently, bringing your hands back up into prayer, wrapping them up. We're going to bring them forward in front of us, bring them up over our head, and then drop them down and press back. And relax up, bring those hands up, drop that shoulder, and press back. Relax, and then we're going to bring our arms behind us, collapse them, and then we're going to bring them up over our head, come down. And then pull ourselves up, bring those hands behind us, and stretch. And relax. Bringing our feet out to the side, and up into staff pose. Straighten up, making sure your feet are nice and flexed. And we're just going to breathe and slowly walk towards our feet. Just gently walking towards our feet with our breath. Breathing in and out. Find that spot just a little bit before discomfort, and that's where you want to hang out. You don't want to be in pain, but you do want to feel a good stretch. So make sure those toes are nice and flat. And relax. Bring your hands behind you. You're going to just bring your butt to your feet. Bring your hands in front. Lay down on the mat with your knees bent. And we're going to just breathe in. And on our inhale, we're going to bring our right knee to our chest. And then on our exhale, we're going to push it out in front of us. Inhale, bring our knee to our chest and point our toe. Exhale, Flex that toe, press away from us. Inhale. Exhale. 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 And leaving that foot out, we're just going to rotate it in a nice circular motion. Just rotate it in a circular motion. And go the other way. And now we're going to inhale back to our chest, and this time exhale to the ceiling. And exhale, flexing that toe. Inhale, point the toe to our chest. Exhale, up into the ceiling. Inhale, down to our chest. Exhale. Inhale. 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 And then we're going to leave our foot down here by our chest. We're going to bring our right foot to our left knee, and we're going to open up into a 4. Take your right hand and just press that knee away from you and give yourself a nice good stretch. And you're going to bring that right knee to your left arm, rotating it across your body in a nice twist, and wrap your left arm around it and pull it towards your left side so you get a nice good stretch. And lifting that foot up to the ceiling, wrapping your hands behind onto the hamstrings, pressing that foot close to, that knee close to your chest. You're just going to circle that foot. And other way. And relaxing down. And just notice how your feet and your hips feel. We're just going to slide back and forth just a little bit, side to side. And when we're ready, we're going to relax our hands towards our hips, and we're going to do the same thing on our left side. Bringing our knee to our chest, pointing our toe, exhaling, going out to the front, and flexing. Inhale, up. exhale down. Inhale up, 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 exhale down. And leaving that foot out, we're just going to rotate that foot in a nice circle. And then the other way. And then we're ready. Inhale back to our chest. And this time, exhale up to the ceiling. Flexing that toe. Inhale to our chest. Exhale up, flexing. Inhale to our chest. Exhale. Inhale. 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 This time you're going to take your left foot, place it onto your right, taking your left hand, and then just press that knee out and figure four, giving yourself a good hip stretch. And then relaxing, bringing that knee across, grabbing it with the left hand, pushing it closer, the right hand, and bringing it closer to the right side, and just twist. And then bringing that leg straight up to the ceiling, wrapping your hands behind your hamstring. You're just going to circle that foot. And other way. and relax. Bring your hands to your hips again. You're going to just bring them up over your head, breathing in. Hold for a few seconds. And then exhale down. Inhale up. 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 Exhale down. Relaxing down, you're going to just bring your palms out to your side. You're going to go palm up, palm down, and imagine that you're a clock. And just gently going palm up, palm down, second hand, and you're going to go all the way up to your head, nice and slow. And then you're going to come all the way back down. Once again, nice and slow, as though you're a clock. Once you come all the way back down, I want you to relax your hands, relax your feet, and lay down, straighten your knees out. Going into corpse pose. Breathing in and out. You want to relax. Placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your chest. And as you lay there, I want you to imagine the night sky. The last time you looked up at it. And I want you to see all the stars. Are you laying on a nice pier? Are you laying in the grass? Are you laying on a blanket? Imagine where you're at right now, looking up at the stars. Breathing in, focusing on the night sky. I want you to listen to the sounds around you, the crickets, the frogs, all the little rustling of the night as you lay there looking up at the sky. And I want you to look at the moon and see what phase it's in and acknowledge how it helps us throughout the day and into the evening. And some people think that our loved ones become the stars. And we know that their dust comes to us back into the earth. So while you're looking into the stars, remember the people that have passed that you love and imagine them dancing or singing or maybe playing cards up there in the sky. They're living their best life. And as you lay there, I want you to just relax and remember why you're here on this planet, what your purpose is. Is it to give joy? Is it to be kind? Is it to be peace? Is it to be chaos? Maybe it's just to relax and be, allowing yourself to flow as the breeze. And remember, life is a cycle. And like the stars above us that move throughout the night, slowly around, we do too. And as you lay there, coming back to your mat, I'm going to read this passage to you. Out there, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. I took walks, I read books, I floated in the river, I wrote in my journal and found simple moments to be quiet. The Good Egg by Jory John. Focusing on yourself, focusing on your purpose, focusing on your breath, and enjoy these simple moments. Once again, any thoughts that come through your head, acknowledge them and let them go. When you're ready, come back to your body. Focusing again on your heartbeat. And imagine that blood that's flowing through your body, providing oxygen to your organs, going through your fingertips, flowing up into your arms, going into your head, down your spine, around your ribs, through your organs, down into your pelvis, down your legs and down your knees and into your toes. Blood flowing in. When you're ready, wiggle your toes and your fingers and start to wake up your body. When you're ready, just bring your feet side to side in a swing motion as though you're windshield wipers. And when you're ready, just turn your head left to right. Allow yourself to wake up. And when you're ready, bring your knees to your chest and wrap your arms around and give yourself a nice big hug as you rock back and forth, side to side. And then when you're ready, slowly roll to one side and come into easy pose. And just roll your head side to side, gently stretching it. And then roll all the way around. Sure not to go too far back. And go the other way. And then bring your hands to your knees. Just roll those shoulders, front and back. Sure to switch both ways. And then bring our hands down to our side. We're going to breathe in and bring our hands up over our head. Exhale, bring them back to our side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Bringing our hands down into prayer.
Namaste. Have a good night.